Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer. Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the bleacher and the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colors and lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. It's the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to John R. Sumner Arena here in beautiful Faribault, Minnesota. It's the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 19U squad taking on the Culver Academy Eagles. Your starting lineup for the Sabres: Mackenzie Gravy, Kate Watson, Cinnamon Weaver up front. Blue liner is going to be Madigan Nemke and Ava Karami. In net, number 35, Aaron Monk. The Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. The benches are on the far side. The penalty boxes and scoring table are in between. Down on the left right wing corner is going to be thrown off by the Eagles. Pushed over here to the near side, pinching hard is going to be Cinnamon Weaver. Weaver picks it up right wing corner, trying to backhand one up the boards. Coming in is going to be JJ. Julie Jaboskova here in the right wing corner along with Weaver on the forecheck. 2-on-2, 50-50 battle, won by Jaboskova. Goes cross ice for Sergeant Schultz. Top left circle looking for DeBus. DeBus fires a shot. Shot blocked by Gasol of the Eagles. Picked back up by Schultz. Schultz to Jaboskova, fires a shot. Bounces towards Ellingson, the netminder, blocked by the Eagles. Wallander coming in on the forecheck. Connolly picks up the loose change, sends it over to Gasol, and pushed out of the zone by O'Brien. Into the hands of Ads Vasily, who hits Claire Clifford right away. Right wing, so Clifford fires a shot. Saved by Ellingson. no rebound given. 17 minutes run the clock. Not sure if I told you that one before, but the Sabres are wearing their home whites once again. Maroon around the shoulder pads with black trim. A maroon and black stripe around the armbands, waist, and socks. Shells are the classic straight black with the SSM logo on the right leg. Your helmets are going to be black. Gloves are going to be black with maroon and white trim. For the visiting Culver Academy Eagles, it's going to be the all-maroon show for them with white trim on the numbers and letters, white piping around the armbands, waist, and socks. Shells are going to have a double white vertical stripe on them. Helmets are maroon along with gloves of maroon white trim. It's going to be Clifford. Top of the right circle, headed towards the net. Fire shot is stiff. Just wide left of Ellingson. Monaco high F3. Cyric comes in, knocks it loose here to the near side. Picked up by Connolly. Cut off by Monaco on the right wing corner. Up to the half wall. Liebecker breaking it out here to Wu. Wu over to Gwynn. Popped loose by Allie McIntosh, who hits Stamp on the far side. Cut off by Cyric. Back to McIntosh. McIntosh to Silliman. Chips one forward. Liebecker going to cut her off. Here comes Sophia Monaco on the forecheck now. Dropping it back is going to be Krantz. Cut off by Silliman. Backing up is Monaco right point. Krantz goes D to D far side for Cyric. Cyric looking to go cross ice. The Sabres doing a nice job of clogging up neutral zone. In front of McIntosh down in the right wing corner. He cut off by Monaco. Monaco going to knock it loose. Coming in is Bertain. Picked up by McIntosh. McIntosh against Helm. Chips it behind the net for DeBus. Coming in towards Monaco. Firing a shot. And we're going to get a goal here by the Eagles at 14:33 to go here in the period. Number 13, Watanabe, stuffed one in front of Monk. Here in period number 1. We make our way back out to center ice. Your lineup out there now is going to be Weaver, Watson, and Graby up front. It'll be Karame and Nemke on D. Face off to Graby, Graby to Karame across the Sabre line now, heads towards center ice. Karame going to carry it in here to the near side. Chips one past Watanabe down low for Krantz. Karame on the forecheck. DDD pass far side. Cassell cut off by Graby out of the zone for Nemke. Nemke in front of her own blue line, pulls it back inside the zone, goes cross ice. Swing and a miss by Karame over the stick of Weaver into the hands of Krantz with Graby on the forecheck now. Krantz tries to get it out here, right corner, cut off by Graby down low. Sends it over to Cassell, left wing side. Cassell slams one out of the zone, but it's picked up by Karame in center. Karame gonna fire one in towards Ellingson. Glove save, rebound in front of the blue paint. Here comes Weaver, and Cassell gonna pick up the loose change past Graby. Pop free by the Eagles. Knocked off the pants of Graby, picked up here by Connolly, and it's gonna be collected back by Kate Watson. Watson over here to the near side, right wing hash marks, hits the brakes and curls up the strong side. Looking for Vasily. Vasily gonna slam one behind the net. Cassell reaching out, grabs it against Weaver. Cassell pinned in, Weaver coming in to pop it free, but it's sent over here to the near side for O'Brien. And O'Brien headsmans it out here to the near side. Jonason knocked off the puck by Madrid Satterstrom. Dropped back into the hands of the Eagles. Go right back the other way to Vasily. 13:22 to go. Vasily far side for Kaya Hale. All the way down in the left wing corner. No icing, waved off. Picked up by Cyric with Satterstrom on the forecheck. Here comes Hale. Tripping is going to be the call on Satterstrom. She'll head to the sin bin at 13:09 to go here in the first. Sabres are going to be shorthanded. That means we're going to dial up the PK. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Got to change that score, folks. It is 1-0. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Monaco and Stamp up front, DeBus and McIntosh on D. Krantz against Stamp. Vargas shot saved by Monk. 13:06 to go here in the period. Monaco on your draw against Connolly. McIntosh and Stamp in a slot. Face off one by Monaco to DeBus. Down low. DeBus comes over, wrapping around off the glass, clears the zone. All the way down, that puck's going to fly to Ellingson. Monaco on the forecheck. Krantz going to pick it up. We're going to get a whistle at 12:55 to go here in the period. And Kate Hall unable to get the music turned off. And the penalty's not up on the score sheet. We're going to take a brief break here on the mic. Welcome back, folks. It'll be Monaco on your draw here to the near side. The bus going to pick it up and sends it in. Monaco on the forecheck now. Krantz coming to get it. Puck is on edge. Krantz coming in right to left. Monaco going to force her to hit the brakes behind the net and curl around here to the near side. Out to Wu. Wu going to headman it up, hitting number 13. Coming in, drops off for Cyric. Cyric cut off by Monaco. Picked up here by DeBus. Out to the top left circle for Monaco, who's going to fire one all the way to Ellingson. Bounces towards Ellingson. Saved by the netminder. Picked up by Krantz. Stamp on the forecheck now. Krantz behind the net. 12:26 to go. 1:16 on that classic packaging PK. Out here to the near side. Thrown past Nemke all the way down. Icing is waved off. Gasso on the forecheck. Nemke tried to chip it past Gasso. No go. And it's picked up by Karame on the far side. Heads it out to Stamp. Out of the zone it goes. Sliding all the way down in the left wing corner behind Ellingson. Ellingson going to slow it up. Picked up here by Wisner. Wisner hits Liebecker. Liebecker to far side for Schuler. Coming in is Clifford. Chipped back into the zone by Karame at 11:57. Wisner going to hit the brakes on the far side. Backhands it out. Just missing the connection with Schuler. Kept done cracked right back in by Karame into the right wing corner. Liebecker collects the loose change. Offsides is going to be the call here. They're going to have to tag it back up. It'll be Liebecker across the blue line and towards Gasso. Gasso into the Sabre territory. Hacked at by Watson. 11:33 to go. Out to the point for Krantz. Clifford going to come in. It's CC across the center line, now to the blue line. Top left circle, makes a move. Fires a shot wide right of Ellingson, left of Ellingson. Rebound here to the near side for Liebecker. 13 seconds to go on that classic packaging PK. Met by Gravy. Liebecker going to turn back around. Sends it over here to the near side for O'Brien. O'Brien to Gwynn into his own left wing side, trying to drop it off. Coming in is going to be Vasily, centering pass, and we are even strength, folks. Liebecker fires one wide right of Monk in the right wing corner end boards for Cyrek. Knocked off the puck by Sergeant Schultz. She just dumped over Cyrek, trying to muscle it out to Duboskova. Kept in by Cyrek. Bottom of the right circle, fires one over Monk here to the near side. Out of the zone, it's going to be Clifford on a forecheck here. It'll be Helm picking it up of the Eagles, and she curls back around quick. Intercepted by Gravy, thrown back inside the zone for Duboskova. Puck is bouncing in front of the Eagle line, knocked loose by McIntosh, picked up by O'Brien, and McIntosh puts O'Brien into the wall. Knocked out of midair by Liebecker. Coming in is Gravy. Fished out there by Watanabe. Back in the hands of Gravy. Left wing side. Jamoskova heads to the net. Fires one towards Ellingson. Pad save, rebound in the left wing corner. Cyrek pushes one out of the zone past Gravy. No icing, as they say McKenzie could have played it behind the net of Aaron Monk. Into the left wing corner it goes for DeBus. 10-19. DeBus sends it over here to the left corner for McIntosh. McIntosh drags one out of the wall. Far side for Wallander. Pushing it forward is Monaco to Wallander. Wallander up to Jamoskova, fired all the way down, no icing, waved off. Schuler picks up the loose change left to right. It'll be Wallander on the forecheck. Here comes Monaco. Monaco stops Watanabe in the corner. Right on the half wall, 3 versus Monaco, and Watanabe sends one in deep, all the way behind the net for Karame. Stamp breaks out to the far side. Wallander here to the near side. Between the legs of Wallander, that puck's going to slide all the way down for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 9:45 to go here in the first period. Face off to the left wing circle to the right of Monk's blocker. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres will be Monaco on your draw, Stamp and Silliman in a slot with Karame, Nemke on the half wall. Monaco on your draw, wins into the left wing corner for Nemke. DDD pass to Karame, breaking it out on the far side. Fanning on the break on is Karame. Karame back in the right wing corner now. Puck protection now, right to left. Chips it back over, creating some space for Nemke. Nemke up to Stamp. Stamp pushed off by Krantz. Picked up by Monaco at center. Monaco going to send one into the right wing corner. Schuler going to work. Monaco on a forecheck right. Silliman dragging F3. Pops it loose, bottom right corner. Picked up by Silly to Monaco. Monaco back to Silliman. She had Stamp in front of the loop paint. Couldn't get it to her. Out to the point for Vasily. And out of the zone it goes. The Sabres going to regroup. Nemke picks it up at center from Ads. Fires one in as Nemke. Off the end boards for Krantz behind the net of Ellingson here to the near side. Out towards O'Brien, off her stick, that puck's going to go. We should get an icing, nope, didn't go that far. I thought it was actually a little bit harder than that. Silliman at the blue line, blocked by Wu, picked up here, going to be Haya Hale, got her stick knocked out of her hand. Vasily going to cut off Liebecker, but Liebecker chips into the left wing corner, and she sends it behind the net to Gwynn on the far side. Hale comes in, cut off by Schultz. Schultz put Gwynn in the wall. Picked up here by Vasily, sends it over to Silliman here to the near side. Silly up towards Watson, Watson to Hale. Hale across the blue line, left wing side. Watson has the net. Hale curls around a little escape style, looking for support. Weaver was coming in high F3, unable to get it to her. Gasso collecting it down the left wing corner behind Ellingson, left to right. Mohawking around. Gasso breaks it out to Liebecker. Cross ice pass for Wu. Wu across center in front of DeBus and McIntosh. Drops it off for Gwynn, trying to go to the net. Broken up by McIntosh, right corner. McIntosh seals up the wall. Gonna push it on a little 2-on-2 battle. Watson, behind the net she goes. Over here to DeBus. DeBus to the near side. Out to Weaver. Weaver off the boards. Chips it over to Hale. Hale trying to drag one forward. It's going to be Hale in front of Gasol. Brock blocked by the Eagles. That'll be offsides as Weaver came in. Hale was on the other side of the blue line at 8 minutes even to go here in period number 1. Face-off going to make its way just outside the zone right in front of us. Your lineup out there now will be Jaboskova along with Wallander and Clifford up front. Nemke and Karame on D. Face-off to Wallander, trying to drag it forward is going to be Brittain. And Brittain against Nemke. Blocked by Wallander. Left wing hash marks. Eagles controlling over to Watanabe. Fires a shot. Blocked by against Jaboskova. Right wing corner, Karame. Fakes left and goes right. Helm cuts it off along the wall, half wall. Picked up here by JJ. JJ to Cece. Chips it past Cyrek. 2-on-1. Here comes Jaboskova. Clifford heads the net. Front foot to Clifford. Clifford first shot. That's going to be it. Clifford goal! Let's check the replay, folks. It's going to be Jaboskova pushing it up from Clifford into the left wing zone entry. She's going to sauce one into the slot for Clifford, who puts one over the shoulder of Ellingson, and Cece has tied this game up at 7:31. So that goes Clifford on the goal from Jaboskova and Karame here in period number 1 as we make our way back out to center ice. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres. Cece and JJ flanking Wallander. Nemke and Karame on D. And it'll be Karame on the right side in front of the Sabre benches. Sauced out to JJ. Jaboskova hits Clifford in the high slot. Comes across the blue line, met by Krantz and Gasol. Gasol left to right behind Ellingson. Hits the brakes and reverses the ice far side for Krantz. Breaking it out, broken up by Wallner. Finally pushed forward into the hands of Jonason. Jonason across the blue line in front of Nemke. Knocked by Karame is going to be O'Brien coming in on their look there, trying to smash one in from the high slot. Out to Gasol, right point, fires a shot. Man, that girl's got a howitzer from the left point, or right point. She fired one. Clifford going to bash one off the sideboards, picked up here by Connolly, and fires one towards the net. Nemke coming in left to right behind Monk. Far side. Nemke up to JJ. Out of the zone it goes, collected by Gasol at center, who's pushing it up quick in front of Clifford. Sabres went for the line change, starting across here to the near side, looking for Jonason. That was kind of a bad change on the part of the Sabres there. Far side Gasol, met by Satterstrom, pushed into the right corner, intercepted by Karame. Here comes the Sabres the other way. It's Satterstrom and Karame along with Monaco. Karame going to carry wide right. Satterstrom has the net, fired his shot is going to be Karame, saved by Ellingson. No rebound given at 6:23 to go here in the period. Sabres complete the line change. It's going to be Stamp and Satterstrom flanking Monaco. Sergeant Schultz and adds Vasily on D. Face off to the right wing circle. Monaco on your draw. Won by Monaco in the right wing corner. And out towards Wisner. That puck must have gone into the netting and out of play and didn't see it. And a face off right once again to the right wing circle. Monaco against Wu. On your face off. Face off won by Wu this time, and Wisner going to throw it in the left wing corner for Gwynn. Met by Satterstrom, reversing the ice to Cyrek behind the net left to right. Monaco coming in on the forecheck, breaking it up the middle of the ice to Wu. Wu over to Gwynn in front of Sergeant Schultz, wide left. Wu heads to the net. Broken up there by Vasily, right wing corner. Schultz popped it free back in the hands of the Eagles. Gwynn over to the far side, knocked down by Satterstrom, kept in by Cyrek. Back to Wu, down low for Gwynn. High slot play, broken up there by Schultz out to the left point. Coming over is going to be Wisner against Monaco. Goes D to D towards Cyrek. Satterstrom comes in, now picked up by Gwynn. Top of the right circle, comes towards the middle. Just to fire a shot, saved by Monk. Rebound off the stick of Monaco. Top of the right circle, picked up here by Gwynn. Going to head back across, blocked by Sophia. Here to the near side, Liebecker coming in. And the Sabres going to need a line change here. Firing a shot towards Monk. Fire saved by Monk. Here to left wing corner, Monaco comes in. Thrown off the block by Liebecker. We're going to get a whistle here once she touches it up. Roughing is going to be called. And the coach from the Eagles not too happy with the call. As Liebecker heads to the sin bin. Roughing will be the call on the Eagles at 5:22 to go here in period number 1. So Monaco draws the penalty, and the Sabres will be on the one-man advantage. This power play brought to you by Gene and Jude's on River Road in River Grove. Gene and Jude's, no seats, no ketchup, no pretense, no nonsense. Your power play unit out there now is going to be DeBus, Vasily, and Jaboskova running the top of this one. It'll be Wallander and Clifford in front of the net. Shot blocked by the Eagles. Makes the move around Jaboskova. Is going to be O'Brien. Thrown out of the zone for Vasily. Dropping it back to DeBus. Who's going to quarterback things from here? Sends it over to Vasily, far side. Right back up for Jaboskova. Dropping it off for Clifford. Clifford with his own entry to the slot. Sends it in the corner for Wallander. Wallander tries to fire a shot. Shot blocked by Schuler, who's going to clear all the way down. And Monk going to pick it up in the right wing corner. Monk touches it up for Vasily. Eagles get the line change in. 1:22 to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. Vasily over to DeBus. DeBus across the Sabre line now, looking to get into territory. Broken up by Gasol, who throws one the other way. And looking for a line change here is going to be the Eagles, or the Sabres rather. Monk over to Karame, who's going to hit the brakes with Gwynn on the forecheck, and she's going to carry it behind that of Monk. Looking to set things up with 1:03 to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. DeBus coming back now. Here comes Gravy. Karame curling around. DeBus on the far side. DeBus goes for the line change. Out of the zone, right in the hands of Gasol against Watson. Thrown right back the other way. Wu coming in against Karame. Karame going to hit the brakes. Wu still on the forecheck. Karame evades the pressure here to the near side, dropping off for Nemke. Nemke looking for Gravy. Far side sliding all the way to Watson. Monaco heads to the net. Watson, left wing side. Centering pass to Gravy. Broken up by Gasol and cleared all the way down. With 3:57 to go here in the period, 34 seconds to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. Karame, Nemke, and Gravy coming back in, and they're going to get things set up once again. Karame, far side, looking for Gravy. Off her stick to pass behind her. It's going to be Watson on the forecheck. Cyric going to fire one all the way back in the left wing corner. And 18 seconds to go now on this Gene and Jude's power play, and Karame going to set it up once again behind Monk. Gravy coming right up the strong side. Hits Nemke here to the near side. Nemke, cross ice for Gravy. Gravy going to carry it in front of the Eagle benches. 4 seconds ago, try to hit Monaco in front of the net. That puck's going to slide over here to the near side, collected by Sophia. We are even strength. Monaco makes a move, top of the left circle, hanging on to it. Over to Karame and out of the zone, it's going to go, and the Sabres are going to regroup. Karame sends it right back over here to Nemke. Nemke going to fire one in. Watson alone, forecheckers. The Sabres get the line change in. Out comes Weaver and Stamp. Picked up here by Jonason, who swings one over here to the near side for Schuler. Schuler to O'Brien. Breakout broken up by Savannah Stamp in the right wing corner. Weaver in front of the blue paint. Off the post of Ellingson was the shot by Stamp. She had Weaver high F3. Cyric going to try to break one out to Jonason. Stuffed by Weaver once again. And sent behind that will be Mackenzie Silliman on the forecheck. Back in the left wing corner now. Eagles trying to break it out. Silliman trying to stuff it as much as she can. Good forecheck here by the Sabres. Intercepted here to the near side for Connolly. Connolly to O'Brien. And it's going to be Jonason against Sergeant Schultz. She hits the brakes, coming in as Stamp. Jonason across the line, off the skates of Silliman. Silliman tried to push it out to Weaver, no go. Loose change for McIntosh. McIntosh, left wing corner, sends it to Silly here to the near side. She's got Weaver. Just off the stick of Weaver, it's going to head towards Ellingson, and she's going to make the save and play it at 2:15 to go. Krantz coming around. Here comes JJ on the forecheck, and it's Gasol. Gasol on the far side. Coming in is going to be the Sabres, blocked up, or Eagles blocked by the DeBus. Loose change collected by Jaboskova. Jaboskova tripped up, and we're going to get a penalty on the Eagles. Tripping will be the call at $1:56 here in period number 1. And Watanabe going to head to the sin bin for tripping, resulting in a Sabres power play. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says. Eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella logs, folks. They're fantastic. That was a dangerous play off the faceoff as the Eagles almost went the other way for the shorty. Your power play unit out there now will be DeBus and Vasily on the defensive side of things. Jaboskova along with Wallander and Clifford up front. It's going to be Vasily up the front here in front of Monk. Try to saucer it over to DeBus. Knocked loose by Liebecker. Back in the hands of Vasily. Goes far side for Jaboskova. Walking it in, left side zone entry. Sends it over here to DeBus near side. DeBus out to Vasily. Fires a shot. Shot blocked by Liebecker. Back to Vasily. Out to Jaboskova. Sends it over to DeBus here near side. DeBus fires a shot. Shot blocked by Krantz. Off the glass in left wing corner. Puck's going to slide on edge. And now spinning dime into the top of the right circle, far side for Jaboskova. 1:08 to go on that Big Sammy's power play. Jaboskova going to carry one past O'Brien, now past Connolly. Top of the right circle, comes into the slot, fires a shot. Shot blocked by Wisner. Rebound for Nemke. Nemke setting things up, left point, now streaks it across the high slot. Karame in the middle. Karame, high point, fires a shot. Shot blocked Try to stuff one in as Watson. Rebound in the corner for Nemke. Nemke picks it up. 40 seconds to go here in the period. Back over, Monaco to Nemke. Nemke, high slot, pulls it back, top of the right circle. Goes cross, ice for Gravy. Gravy fires a shot. On the rebound on the end boards for Watson. Watson, the right wing corner, back to Nemke. 28 seconds to go. Nemke to Karame. Karame bounces out, now gets to the middle, hits the Gravy, left out, back to Karame, high point. Karame over to Nemke. Into the right wing corner it goes. Monaco going to come in here against Wisner. Sends one back up the boards to Nemke. 16 seconds to go in the period. Far side to Gravy. Gravy fires a shot. Blocked down by Ellingson. Watson on the back end. Saved by Ellingson. Trying to stuff it in his Monaco in front of blue paint. But the puck goes in. That's going to be a Monaco goal on the power play. With 4 seconds to go here in the period. Let's see if we can check the replay, folks. That puck got bashed up in the air as Watson shot it on the back door. And Monaco stuffs in the dirty goal with 4 seconds to go here in the period. That'll be Monaco from Watson and Gravy with 4 seconds to go here in period number 1 on the power play. Remember the words of Coach Dennis, folks. If you want money, you go to the bank. If you want bread, you go to the bakery. If you want goals, you go to the net. And with 1 second to go, that sound is the end of the first period. So at the end of 1, it's the Sabres 1, 2, and the Eagles 1 as we head to our first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Villaggio's Italian Ristorante in Rose, Illinois. Villaggio's, voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Roselle by me and Elena. Stop in and see Berto, Edgar, Hugo, Brenda. Tell them I said hi, folks. Enjoy the intermission. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup here for period number 2. Watson at center, Weaver and Gravy up front. Karame and Nemke on D. Watson looks to fire from the high slot. Shot blocked by Gasso. In net, still number 35, Aaron Monk. 17 minutes are on the clock to get this period underway, and the Sabres are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio. 16:36 to go. It's Gravy down behind the net to Watson. Weaver high F3. Coming in front. Gravy tries to stuff one in. Saved by Ellingson. Picked up here by Liebecker. Harassed by Weaver to the far side. Chip past Nemke. Karame comes sprinting in from the far side. Left wing corner she goes. Gwynn all alone in front of the slot. Saved by Monk. Rebound here to the near side for Gravy. Here comes the Sabres in transition. Out to Weaver. 3-on-2 the other way. Make it 3-on-3. Weaver heads to the right wing corner. Watson in front of the net. Weaver hits the brakes down low. Connolly picks her pocket. Out Jaboskova coming in. And the right side met by Vasily. It's going to be Sergeant Schultz and Gwynn in a one-on-one waiting for support. Hits to the near side for Connolly. Connolly fires a shot. Shot tipped into the left. Gasol fires a shot. Saved by Gasol, or saved by Monk. Here to the near side for Schultz. Schultz trying to send one to Cece. She does. She's got Jaboskova. Chipped loose by Cyrek. Back in the hands of Cece or JJ. JJ in front of the blue line. Going to drag one across versus 5. Sends on the far side for Wallner. Wallner walks in and fires a shot. Shot blocked by the Eagles as they collapsed on it. 3 girls all over that puck. Vasily pushed one in, knocked down by the Eagles' Schuler, and it's sent in front of the blue paint here to the near side, collected by Jaboskova. Saved by Ellingson, directed off the end boards for Schuler. Schuler looking to calm things down. Breaking out the far side, pitching in hard was DeBus. Take it away. DeBus behind the net, right to left. Intercepted by the Eagles. Connolly up the ice. She goes past O'Brien all the way down to Monk. And we'll get ourselves an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 15-13 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sabres. Out there now will be Monaco on your draw. Excuse me, Silliman heads to the slot and Stamp on a half wall. McIntosh and DeBus on D. Monaco wins it over to Stamp. Monaco comes to get it, left wing hash mark, trying to send it in the corner, and she sends it out to the point for McIntosh, who bounces out. Goes far side for DeBus. DeBus walking it in. Fires one low, pad saved by Ellingson. Juicy rebound in the right wing corner for DeBus, who pinches in, tried to send one to Stamp, and it slid through the blue paint as Stamp was tied up. Trying to get it out of the zone, picked up by Stamp, out of the zone. It's going to slide now in the hands of McIntosh. She goes quick to Silliman on the far side. Silliman, little Gorbatenko flipper into the end boards, left wing, right wing corner. Coming in is Cyric, far side. Cyric pushing it out now. Out to Jonason, intercepted by McIntosh, who's going to hit Stamp right here to the near side. Sending it in the left wing corner. Monaco coming down low against Schuler. Ties it up, pinned in. Coming in is Stamp to try to drag it in the left wing corner. Fished out by the Eagles. Breaking it out is going to be O'Brien in front of Nemke and Karame with Clifford back checking. Stamp coming over here to the near side to drag it off the end board. She's got Monaco. Monaco comes in against Connolly, looking for the spin back pass to Stamp, but Stamp went for the line change. Nemke comes in, knocks it off the stick of Connolly, and Nemke lost her twig. Picked up by Clifford. Poke check loose by O'Brien. On the back check is Wallner. Chipped over the stick of Karame. No icing. It's waved off into the corner for Karame. Right to left behind Monk. She hits the brakes and Helm flies right by, and then she spins back behind the net. It's Karame, left wing side. Hits the far side for Clifford. Jams it out to Gassot. Gassot cuts back around Jaboskova. Makes a move towards the blue line. Tripped up, no call. Picked up by Karame over to Nemke. Nemke, left wing side, goes D to Karame here to the near side. Out to Wallner, breaking it out. Wallner looking for Clifford. Clifford cuts back around Gassot. Gassot with a good stick. Slammed it into the left wing corner. Gassot of the Eagles picked off by Wallner. She's got Cece in front of the blue paint. Jaboskova left point. Her left side of the post. Intercepted by Watanabe. Watanabe coming up the ice in front of Karame. One-on-one. Schultz in the slot trying to take it away from Bertain. Coming down low. Schultz comes in. Centering pass broken up by Karame. Good stick there by Ava reading the play. Bounced off the skates. Pushing it toward the blue line. Kept him by Bertain. High slot in front of Schultz. Poke check loose for Liebecker. Liebecker tried to backhand one, saved by Monk. She smothers it before Liebecker can get in there at 13-14 to go here in the period. Face-off going to go to the left wing circle to the right of Monk. Watson on your draw. In the slot will be Weaver and Gravy along with Vasily. Now Vasily makes her way over to the half wall. Sergeant Schultz makes her way to the slot. Face-off won by the Eagles to the point. Cyric here to the near side. Coming out is Gravy. Forcing to throw it into the corner. Down low is going to be Wu. Wu back to Liebecker. Playing checks with it here in the right wing corner. Trying to make a move around Watson. Playing from Gretzky's office. Wu to Liebecker. Fires one across. Looking for the quick shot there. And it was just in front of Monk. Sealing up the wall is going to be Weaver. She tried to punch one out, but kept in by Wu. Knocked loose by Vasily, who slams one out to the point. Glove down by Wisner, who fires a shot. Shot blocked by Vasily. Chipped out of the zone. No icing. Waved off, and Cyric in a foot race with Mackenzie Gravy. Backing her up is going to be Kate Watson. Gravy going to take Cyric into the right corner. Looks to send it back behind the net. Watson coming in. Stuffs it behind the net. Pucks going to slide over to Wu. Picked up by Watson. Watson gets pinned in by Cyric. Right wing corner looking for support. Here comes Hale. Watson fighting through it. Trying to hit Weaver in front of the blue paint. Picked up by the Eagles. Hale going to try to muscle out that puck out to Gwynn. Gwynn knocked off the puck by McIntosh. Back to Hale. Weaver covering D. Weaver left point going to wrap one around right wing corner. And it's going to be Cyric picking up, and the Eagles need a line change here at 12-14. Slowed up by Sanderson. Kept in by DeBus. DeBus picks it up top of the right circle. Trying to fight through it. Fires a shot. Shot blocked by the Eagles. Here to the near side. Schuler coming up, or with Gwynn makes a move around Sanderson. Poke check by Hale. Hale tied up with a stick there. Back in the hands of Hale in front of her feet. She goes down, collected by Sanderstrom. Sanderstrom going to fire one in, playing some area hockey. Throws it into the left wing corner here to the near side. Behind the goal line for Wisner of the Eagles. Coming in is Hale. Eagles send it over to the far side. Clifford coming out. Puck off the skates of Liebecker. Clifford tripped up right wing corner. Cyric going to drag it on the defensive side of it. Sanderstrom coming in the 2-on-2 battle. Won by the Eagles into the hands of Wisner. Is going to fire one down to get the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 11:31 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the left wing circle, and the Sabres go for the line change. It's going to be Stamp. Silliman flanking Monaco. Karame and Nemke on D. Monaco on your draw against Connolly. Monaco wins it. Krantz stepped in front of Silliman to pick it up. Out of the blue line it goes towards Nemke. Chip past Nemke. Jonasson on the forecheck. Monaco coming in to take it away from the slot. Knocked loose by Karame. Puck slides out top of the left circle, far side. And thrown up back in the hands of Connolly. Met by Monaco. Blocked by Stamp. Out of the zone it goes. Here comes Savannah against Schuler. Poke check loose. Savannah hangs on and gets the shot, but it's wide left. And picked up by Krantz in the right wing circle. Out to Silliman. Cut off by Monaco. Right wing half wall. Kept in by Nemke. Puck slides into the corner for Silliman. Silliman back to Monaco. Knocked loose by O'Brien. She's going to muscle it out of the zone towards Nemke. And Silliman on the back check sent towards Monk, who's going to make the save. Almost went in the net into the right wing corner. Puck is loose for Monaco. Monaco looking for cross ice and fired it towards the benches. Picked back up by Schuler. Blocked by Nemke. Coming in is Monaco, but it's going to be 3-on-1. Offside should be the call. It's picked up here by Brittain down in the corner. Try to send one forward, and it's going to be Helm going to work. Nemke coming in, wrapping it around here to the near side. Watanabe going to dig it out of the wall. Cut back around Karame. Coming in is Monaco. Curling back is Watanabe, looking to go in a corner. Monaco to knock loose for Karame, right wing corner. Karame coming in, trying to muscle it up the boards towards Jaboskova. Kept in by Gasso. Offsides will be the call. And we're going to get a whistle. Offsides will be the call as the puck cleared and Gasso sent it back in. And the Eagles did not retreat from the zone. So 10-12 to go here in period number 2. And the Sabres get the much-needed line change in. It'll be Jaboskova and Clifford flanking Wallander. It'll be Sargent, Schultz, and Vasily on D. Wallander wins it cleanly back to Schultz, who goes to Vasily far side. Vasily stepping in was going to be Watanabe to break up the breakout pass off the stick of Clifford. And into the Eagle benches it flies. Face-off will be just outside the zone, right in front of the Eagle benches. Wallander on your draw once again. Clifford and Jaboskova flanking right and left. Face-off for Wallander to Clifford. Cece, saucer pass to Jaboskova. And it's going to be JJ with a step inside of Helm. Left wing side. Jaboskova fires a shot, saved by Ellingson. No rebound given at 9:55 to go here in the period. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. It'll be Jaboskova and Clifford flanking Wallander. Sergeant Schultz creeping in top of that left circle. Vasily playing safety just out of frame. Wallander on the draw. Face-off one to Gasso in the right left wing corner. Wrapping around far side trying to hit Liebecker. She does. It's going to be 2-on-2. Gwynn and Liebecker broken up by Vasily. Dragging in the zone as Liebecker heads towards Schultz. Fires one across. Leave for the backdoor play for Wu. Saved by Monk. Rebound out front. She's going to smother it. Nope, can't get to it. Here to the near side. It's going to be Jaboskova pushing it up the ice. Wallander in support. Clifford wide right. Trying to make a move around Gasso. She takes down Jaboskova. Back in the right wing corner, breaking out towards Liebecker. Liebecker going to try to sauce one. Oh, broken up by Wallander. Going to set one right back the other way, and the Sabres tag back up, but Gasso picks it up quick. Gasso across the Sabre Eagle line, now headed towards Sabre territory. Broken up there by McIntosh and Watson. Poke check loose by Gravy. Gravy tried to bounce one to Clifford. Cut off by Cyrick. Kicked forward by Gravy. Knocked loose at the point by DeBus. Chipped the other way, all the way off the stick of the Sabres. Going to be kicked away by Monk and given to Allie McIntosh. McIntosh sends one behind the left wing corner. Wu coming in on the forecheck. It'll be DeBus far side. Hits Watson. Bouncing puck is loose for Wu. Headed to the net is going to be Jonasson. Broken up there by Wallander. Pushing forward. Knocked off the puck. Gravy going to fire one. Loose change going to be collected by Schuler. Weaver comes in. Schuler goes right back the other way. Watson kicks one in the zone. This puck is bouncing and all over the place, folks. Nobody's got control of it. DeBus going to pull one in. That's offsides, and we're going to get a whistle as Weaver was still inside the zone at 8:34 to go here in the period. Face-off going to be right in front of the Sabre benches. It'll be Monaco on your draw. Stamp left winging it. Silliman right wing. Karame and Nemke on D from left to right. Monaco on your draw against Connolly. Chopped loose by Stamp. Stamp to Silliman. Sends one into the left wing corner to the right of Ellingson. Collected by Cyrick. Here comes Monaco trying to steal at the wall. Right to the middle. Intercepted by Silliman. Silliman goes to the far side for Nemke. Nemke right side. Looking for the back door for Stamp. Stamp fires a shot. That's going to be a Sabres goal! Let's check the replay on that one. That was a tic-tac-toe, folks. Silliman to Nemke. Nemke cross ice to Stamp. Who goes top shelf where mama hides the cookies? So credit Silliman and Nemke with the apples on that one, folks. At 8:16 to go here in period number 2, Savannah Stamp with the sick goal to make this one 3-1. As we make our way back out to center ice, it's Stamp, Monaco, and Silliman once again. Monaco trying to get it over to Stamp. Poke check loose by Watanabe in front of Nemke. Karame patrolling the slot. Out to the point for Krantz. Krantz over to Gasol. Gasol comes back around, sends one to the net. Broken up by Karame. Karame to Nemke. Set back towards the net. Into the right wing corner for Monaco. Monaco going to send one to Karame. Karame behind the net of Monk. Goes far side. Hits Silliman. Silliman to Stamp. Up the ice. Here goes Stamp against Gasol. Sends one into the left wing corner. And they go for the line change. It'll be Wallander on the forecheck. Krantz going to try to break one to Helm real quick. Broken up there by Wallander. She tried the touch pass toward Brattain. Back to the point for Sergeant Schultz, who's going to fire one back into the left wing corner, wrapping around to the right side, collected by Gasol of the Eagles. Gasol pushing up, heads up hockey. Gasol goes wide left now towards the neutral zone, carrying it in front of the Eagle benches. Toe drag around Vasily. Vasily breaks it up into the hands of Wallander. Wallander a little bit of a step inside. She's got Wu back checking on her. Wallander couldn't get it. Knocked loose by Wu, picked up here by Watanabe, back in the hands of Gwynn, who sends it over to Krantz here to the near side. Krantz rips one up for Lou, broken up by Sergeant Schultz, back in the hands of Wu. Goes far side. Looking for a linebacker. Linebacker over to Gwynn. Coming around Satterstrom, try to fire a shot. Saved by Monk. Back to Satterstrom. Satterstrom over to Watson. Out of the zone it goes over the stick of Wisner. And Cyrick going to get in a foot race with Watson. Cyrick going to hit the break in the right wing corner. Watson picks her pocket far side. Linebacker comes in and knock it down behind the net. And Linebacker coming in. Puck protection here to the near side, giving chases Hale. Out towards Weaver. Collapsed down by Hale. Puck is loose for McIntosh. McIntosh at center. Weaver comes in on a loose change. Back in the hands of the Eagles. Wu to Liebecker. Liebecker to Gwynn here to the near side. DeBus comes in, try to stuff the pass down low. Out to Cyrick. Cyrick over to Wisner, left point. Fires a shot. Shot blocked by Weaver. Shin guard blocked to the far side. It's going to be Weaver against Cyrick. 1-on-1. Back checking his Wisner. Firing a shot. Weaver shoots at Ellingson with the save off the glove. Breaking it out in transition. Here comes the Eagles the other way. Wu in front of McIntosh. Toe drag to the outside. Met by McIntosh. Right corner. Wu hits the brakes and tries to send it back behind the net. Picked up by a linebacker, sent it in the corner for Hale. I'm sorry, Gwynn rather. That's another number 6, folks. In front of Monk, she's going to make the save. And boy, Aaron Monk did not like that too much. She popped up quick at 6:05. And one of the girls from Culver looked like she may have given Aaron Monk a whack after the whistle. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off for the Eagles. It's going to be Wallander on your draw. JJ and Cece are your wingers, along with Nemke in the slot. Karame, left wing corner, harassed by O'Brien. Going to slam it out. Going to be Nemke out to Clifford, intercepted by the Eagles. Fished out by Clifford. Cece to JJ. Jaboskova in front of Krantz. Jaboskova, right wing side. Clifford heads the net along with Wallander. Jaboskova carries around right to left here to the near side. Sauce pass out to Karame, left point. Walking the line like Johnny Cash is Karame. Sends it over to Nemke. Top of the circle. Fires a shot. Rebound for Jaboskova. Claps one towards the middle. Picked up by the Eagles on the rebound, and here comes Jonason in front of Karame. Wide right, blocked by Karame. Into the right wing corner it goes. Nemke coming down low with O'Brien and Jonason. Karame coming in on the defensive side of it. Jaboskova on the offensive side of it. 3-on-2 battle. Now JJ backing up. Wallner coming in bottom of the right circle. Karame fished out behind the goal line for Jonason. Looking for the centering pass. Broken up by Wallner. Trying to connect with Connolly was going to be the other Eagle there. Down behind the net, Wallner, left to right, slams it over here to JJ. And JJ with a little bit of time and space, 2-on-2 with Clifford in support here. JJ sends one in the left corner, intercepted by Gasol. Coming in as Wallner forced Gasol to drop it off here to Jonason. Jonason in front of Sergeant Schultz. Top of the right circle. Connolly heads the net. Pass broken up there by Schultz. Picked back up by Connolly. Jaboskova picks the pocket, and it's into the hands of Wallner. Wallner looking for cross ice for Clifford. Clifford versus 3. Cece going to fire one in. And they get the line change in. It'll be Wisner picking it up with 4:40 to go. Breaking it out here to the near side, met by Silliman at center. She's going to drop it back to Schultz. Schultz over to Vasily. Off her skates inside the Sabre zone. Back out to Monaco in the neutral zone. Monaco to Silliman. Silliman going to carry it wide left. Monaco has the net. Silliman cuts back, sends it into the corner. Spinning off it is going to be Monaco on the right side. Monaco against Gasol. Monaco going to blow up Gasol, both going to the boards. Gasol looked like she took the bad end of that one, folks. She's slow to get up. Monaco pops back up. Fished out by Sophia. There's a shot to the back by Gasol. She didn't like that when she tried the retaliation. Monaco spinned off it. Here to the near side, kept in by the Eagles. Kicked forward by Brittain, loose change for McIntosh. McIntosh, far side, looks for Silliman. McIntosh going to carry it. She's got Mac here to the near side. Over the stick of Silliman here to the near side. Picked up here by Wisner. Wisner goes D to Cyrick. Cyrick on the far side. Kept in by Schultz over the bus. Bus fires one into the inboard glass. 3:42, here comes Gravy. Gravy, left wing corner. Silliman in front of that along with Watson. Watson on the devil's door. Shot and a save by Ellingson. Rebound back to Gravy, who poke checks into the right wing corner. Here comes Watson, 2-on-2 battle. Cyrick sends it over here to Wisner. Wisner fires one out off the pants of Karame. She picks it up at center. Mohawk cut back and sends one back into the left wing corner, keeping pressure on the Eagles. It'll be Watson on the forecheck against Cyrick. Gravy coming in as F2. Weaver on the far side along the boards. Taking away the breakout pass. Cyrick, hold check loose by Watson. Watson in a slot. Fires a shot just off the left post. Rebound here to the left wing corner. Picked up by Weaver. Weaver against Wu. Karame comes pinching in. McKenzie covering D. Watson all along the blue line as well as Nemke. Gravy coming in left wing corner. Karame picks it up at the hash marks. Karame sends one to the behind the net of Ellingson. Right wing corner it goes for Schuler. Breaking it out the far side for Ebeling. Back into the corner for Schuler. Schuler out to Watanabe. Picked back up by the Sabres. Trying to hit Watson here to the near side. Cyrick. Watson all on the forecheck there coming into the left wing corner. Cyrick sends a D-to-D pass to Schuler. Weaver forced to go back to the left wing corner for Cyrick. Breaking it out towards Wu. Here comes Satterstrom. Inside the zone, Liebecker trying to make a move around. Karame picked up by Nemke. And the coach from the Culver Academy, none too happy, but he got the call. Interference will be the call on Karame at 2:23 to go here in the period. Karame heads to the sin bin here in period number 2. 2:23 to go. And your penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Sanderstrom and Clifford. Blue liners are going to be Vasily and Sergeant Schultz. Off the skates of Sergeant Schultz. And Monk makes the save. Sergeant Schultz didn't like that one, folks. She's complaining to the referee about one of the girls from the Eagles, and as Schultz gave her a whack there. And the referee having a talk with Schultz right now. I honestly don't think Schultz is listening to a word the referee said. He said something to her about getting off the ice, I think, as he pointed to the bench. Monaco coming in to take your draw now with Stamp. Face-off won by the Eagles, out to Wisner. Wisner goes far side for Gwynn, back to Wisner, over here to Gassot. Gassot back to Wisner. Far side, hits Gwynn, coming in against Vasily, blowing a tire into the hands of Monaco. Monaco bounces one forward, it's going to be Sophia with a breakaway if she can get to it. Stamp heads to the net. Monaco bottom of the right circle, comes in, fires a shot, saved by Ellingson, no rebound given. At 1:29 to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. 1:52 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. Monaco and Stamp up front. DeBus and McIntosh on D. Monaco versus Liebecker on the draw. And Liebecker wins that one back in the corner. Monaco harassing Wisner, now bounces out to the outside, and it's going to be the Eagles out far side. Liebecker back here to the near side for Gwynn in front of Stamp. Chips one into the corner, collected by McIntosh, who's going to fire one out of the zone over the stick of Gassot. That puck is on edge, rolling towards Ellingson. It'll be collected by Wisner. Sabres go for a line change up front. Headed out there now will be Clifford and Watson. It'll be Gwynn, chips one forward to Gassot. Gassot in front of McIntosh. Top of the right circle, pulls it into the corner. Curls around to the forehand, trying to drop it off for O'Brien. Gassot gets put in the wall by McIntosh. Picked up here by O'Brien, falling down as McIntosh. Past Watson in the left wing corner for Gwynn. 1:13 to go here in the period. Out to the point, kept in by Wisner. No offsides, it must not have crossed the blue line. Left wing corner, DeBus. Got it pinned in. Here comes Gwynn to try to retrieve it. Slotted at by McIntosh. And picked up here by the Eagles to the point for Cyrick. Cyrick towards Watson. Out comes Clifford. Krantz over to the far side for Gwynn. Back in front of that. Looking for the backdoor play. Broken up there by Watson. Poke check loose by Krantz. Back in the hands of the Eagles. Cyrick tied up here by Watson. Watson doing a nice job. 43 seconds to go here in the period. Monk tries to fall on top of it. She does and smothers it. 39 seconds to go here in the period. 15 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. And a heads-up play by Aaron Monk to get on top of that puck before the Eagles can retrieve it. Sabres get the line change in. It'll be Wallner and Graby up front. Nemke and Sergeant Schultz on D. Graby on your draw. Nemke in the slot with Wallner. Schultz slams it over here to the near side, picked up by Krantz. Krantz at the point, backing up his Graby over to Connolly now. Connolly walking it in, looking for the give and go down low. One-timer fan down by Connolly. Trying to get it out is going to be Wallner, and the puck was kept in by the Eagles, and we are even strength as Graby goes down. Connolly walking it in. Center pass off the stick of Watanabe out to Jaboskova. It's going to be JJ and Graby. 2-on-2 with Wallner. Pass. Tuck laps down for JJ. JJ in the slot. Right wing side. Puck slides down to the corner. 10 seconds to go. On to the point for Sergeant Schultz. Schultz fires a shot. Wide left of Ellingson. Coming in is going to be the Eagles. Slammed over here to the near side. Pitching hard is Schultz. Knocked down by Connolly, coming in, and that sound is the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, it's the Sabres 3 and the Eagles 1 as we head to the second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball, ignite the night. At least that's what it says on a bottle anyway. Enjoy the intermission, folks. It is the ice cut, and it is 10:51 in the morning, so go get yourself a cup of coffee, maybe throw a shot of Fireball in there for yourself, warm yourself up, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Folks, it's the final frame here in beautiful Faribault, Minnesota, in the John R. Sumner Arena. You're starting a lineup here for period number 3 for Coach Murray's squad. Mackenzie Gravy, Kate Watson, Cinnamon Weaver up front. Blue liners going to be Ava Karami and Madigan Nemke in between the pipes. Number 35, Aaron Monk, 17 minutes are on the clock to get this third period underway. And the Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. It's going to be the Eagles breaking it up right here. Pass Connolly, cut off by Gravy into the hands of Nemke over to Karame now. Karame, far side in front of the Sabre benches, bounces one off of Bob towards Weaver, picked up by Gasso, and Gasso makes a move around Weaver. Here to the near side, Connolly going to get off her stick. It's going to be offsides. As she touched it, she entered the zone before the puck. And at 16:35, we're going to get ourselves a whistle and a lineup change for the Sabres. It's going to be Cliff Dog along with Jaboskova and Maggie Wallander on your draw. Vasily and Sergeant Schultz on D. Face-off Connolly and Wallander. Face-off won by the Eagles. Wisner over to Jonas and far side. Gasso left wing hash, or right in front of the right wing hash marks, right wing half wall. In front of the Sabre benches, Gasso at center, pulling it across blue line in front of Schultz. Poke check loose by Sergeant Schultz to Clifford. Clifford going to try to get a step on Wisner and goes right back the other way, and it's picked up by Vasily. Vasily to Schultz, far side. Schultz up to Jaboskova to Clifford. Clifford inside the zone in front of Schuler. Top of the left circle. Clifford, first shot, saved by Ellingson. Rebound here to the near side. Picked up by Wallander. Wallander stuffs one back in the corner, and it's Connolly of the Eagles. Sent it over D to Schuler. Schuler breaking it out towards Jonason. Punch forward by O'Brien, intercepted by Sophia Monaco. Monaco at Clifford here to the near side, just past Cliff Dog in the right wing corner. Monaco versus Schuler. Monaco going to put Schuler into the wall. Puck is dragged out by Wu. Slid past Stamp on the far side. Pinching in hard is going to be Silliman. At the blue line, knocked out of the zone by the Eagles. And we're going to get a penalty on the Eagles, or I'm sorry, on the Sabres. Tripping will be the call. Looks like Savannah Stamp. Nope, Mackenzie Silliman going to head to the sin bin. Tripping is the call at 15:36 on Silly. Here in period number 3. And the Sabres are shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Stamp and Monaco up front. Looking for the back door. Saved by Monk. Rebound here to the near side. It'll be Stamp and Monaco up front. McIntosh and DeBus on D. And it's sent over to the far side. Connolly controlling. Across in front. Looking for a shot is Watanabe. Blocked by McIntosh. Out to the point it goes for Krantz. Krantz met by Monaco. Backing up now. Left wing side. Fires one across. Saved by Monk. Rebound out here to the near side from McIntosh. Tied up by Monaco. Poke check by Stamp. Picked back up by Connolly. Connolly going to curl back around to the blue line now, trying to set things up for the Eagles. Top of the right circle. Connolly goes, hits the break. Stamp patrolling out to the point. Broken up by Monaco. Here to the near side. Cyric in a foot race against Sophia. Along the left wing half wall. Monaco to McIntosh. McIntosh hits the brakes. Cuts back left wing circle. Trying to push one forward. Blocked by Cyric. Picked up by Wu. McIntosh coming in against Wu. McIntosh going to put Wu in the wall. Here comes Monaco against Cyric. Puts Cyric in the wall. Knocked free to the point. Just under a minute to go. Kept in by Krantz. Down behind the goal line, McIntosh against Wu. McIntosh hit Wu hard there. Picked up by Watanabe. Watanabe got her pocket picked by DeBus. Out of the zone it goes and cleared down, and he's slowed up by Ellingson. Ellingson behind her own net, leaving it for Krantz, and the Eagles looking to set things up with Wallander on the forecheck. Krantz going to curl back around behind Ellingson. Met by Wallander once again. She tried to hip check it. No call. Picked up here by Liebecker. Sends one forward to Gasso. Gasso makes a move here to the blue line. Blocked by Watson. Out of the zone for Nemke, and the Eagles going to regroup. Liebecker cuts back across. Cut off by Watson. She angled her off. Into the corner for Karame. Right wing corner. Karame pinned in by Liebecker. Coming in is Watson. Behind the net. Fished out by Karame. Karame going to wrap one out far side. Off the dasher board past Gasso and Wisner, and that puck's going to slide all the way behind the net of Ellingson at 13:40 to go. 5 seconds to go on that with Tim Hortons PK. Wallander giving chase once again, and we are even strength, folks. Watson backing up, Wallander backing up, top of the left circle, and they're going to sauce one over here to Gasso in front of Nemke. Jaboskova makes her way onto the ice. In front of Nemke, Gasso fires a shot, pad saved by Monk. Directed rebound here to the near side for the Sabres. Nemke back down low for Karame. Karame behind the net of Monk, right to left, curls back around to her forehand, goes reversing the ice to the far side for Jaboskova, who hits Weaver. Weaver, pass Wisner, Weaver versus Gasso. Off the stick of Weaver, offsides will be the call, and that'll be offsides as Jaboskova knocked it up in the air. After the whistle, it's 13:06. We'll get a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of us. It'll be Weaver along with Graby and Jaboskova up front. Vasily and Schultz on D. Face-off one for Vasily. She goes D to Schultz, far side. Schultz chipped it forward. Jaboskova, who fires one towards Ellingson. And she stick-directed it in the right wing corner. Weaver on the forecheck now. Picked up by Graby. Loose change for Connolly. Connolly headmans it up here for Ebeling. Ebeling across center now. Makes a move, but Vasily stuffs it at the blue line. Picked up by Weaver. Slat in the zone. Weaver sends it right back out to Jaboskova. Jaboskova collects the loose change. Spins back looking for Graby. Intercepted by Cyrick at center. And she's going to go right back inside the zone looking for Connolly. Broken up by Graby. Graby over to Schultz. Schultz going to bounce one off of Bob looking for Jaboskova. And Schuler going to collect the loose change. Jaboskova hacking and whacking. Carried Schuler in the right wing corner. Then she drops it off D to D for Cyrick. Out towards Hale. And here comes the Eagles. Off the stick of Ebeling. Picked up by McIntosh, right wing half wall. McIntosh off the end boards here to the near side for DeBus. Got Weaver breaking. DeBus fires one forward. Intercepted by Brittain. Goes the other way into the hands of Satterstrom. Satterstrom to Hale. Hale try to push it to DeBus. Hale hangs onto it. Fires one in the left wing corner. And it's going to be Gassot behind Ellingson, left to right, trapping Hale and Satterstrom. And Gassot makes the move around both. Pushing up here to the near side towards Clifford. On the far side, Helms in front of McIntosh. Entering is Watanabe on the slot. Poke check loose by the Sabres. Picked up by Madrid. Back in the hands of Brittain. Out to the point for Gassot, who fires a shot. Stick saved by Monk. Rebound and then boards to the near side. Shot off the back of the net by Helm. Picked up by DeBus. Sliding over to the far side for Hale. Hale gets pinned in there by Brittain. Puck is loose for Satterstrom. Sends one to Clifford. Clifford against Wisner. And it's knocked loose for Cyrick in the neutral zone. Collected by Satterstrom, who chips one in the right wing corner with Cliff Dog on the forecheck. Out to Watanabe. Puck's going to slide all the way down, and we're going to get ourselves an icing. At 11:21 to go here in the third, we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face off to the right wing circle. In the offensive zone for the Sabres. Your lineup out there now will be Silliman, Monaco, and Stamp up front. Karame and Nemke on D from left to right. Stamp in a slot. Monaco on your draw. Face off one by Wu. Picked up here in the corner. Monaco coming in against Schuler. D pass to Cyrick on the far side. Stamp comes in. Force it up the boards. Picked up by Gwynn. Poke check by Stamp. Wu pushes it over here to Liebecker. Monaco going to pick the pocket of Wu. Somebody call the cops. Silliman makes the move to the middle. Monaco in support. Chipped in the left wing corner. Stamp. Monaco heads to the net. Nemke high in the slot. Over to Silliman. Left wing half wall. Out to Karame. Left point. Chips one back to Silly. Broken up there by Wu. Nemke got a piece of it to slow it up. And it's going to be Karame going to dig it out here in front of her own net. Behind the net of Monk, she travels. Left to right, hits the brakes. Ebeling doesn't bite. Giving off to Madigan Nemke. Little handoff there behind the net to Silliman. Silliman tried to touch pass. Out to Stamp. Kept in by Krantz. Fired a shot. Shot blocked by Karame. Shot blocked by Monaco. On the far side. Picked up by Liebecker. Liebecker goes down in the left wing, right wing corner. Past Karame. Giving chase is going to be Madigan Nemke. Now Liebecker hanging on to it. Sends it in the front for Stamp. Stamp going to chip one out of the zone. A little flipper to Krantz. And the Eagles go right back the other way. Nemke up the ice off the stick of Hale all the way down behind Ellingson. Collected by Gassot at 10:15. Hale gets dumped over by Gassot here and picked up by the Eagles' Krantz. Krantz to Liebecker. Hitting the brakes is Sanderstrom. And Liebecker sends it over to Krantz here to the near side. Slamming one in deep past Vasily. All the way behind the net of Monk in the right wing corner for Sergeant Schultz. Schultz slams on the far side for Hale. Hale pushed one out. Kept in by Gassot. Gassot makes a move. Top of the circle. Fires a shot. Saved by Monk in the netting and out of play it goes at 9:52 to go here in period. Number 4, Gassot, the Eagles, man, can she rip the puck? 9:52. Face off into the right wing circle. To the left of Monk. It'll be Watson on your draw, McIntosh on the half wall, Graby, DeBus, and Weaver in the slot. DeBus rips one out to Graby. Puck's going to slide all the way down. No icing. Said it was tipped. Behind the net of Ellingson. Weaver coming into the forecheck against Krantz. Graby left. Weaver right. Behind the net it goes far side. Loose change collected by Weaver. Weaver coming over here, tie slot. Dropping it off for DeBus. No, hanging on to his Weaver. Weaver going to come back behind the net. Sends it over to Graby. Intercepted by Gassot. Gassot, right corner, going to push it past Graby on the far side. Gassot with a little bit of speed. Dropped off there. Poke check loose by Watson. Picked back up by Connolly. Watson comes in to break up the breakout play. Back in the hands of the Eagles. Jonason, who cuts back bottom left circle. Now pushes up the ice hard. Looking for that cross ice pass over to O'Brien. but it's kept in by Gravy. Gasol picks it up, makes a move to the outside. Sealing up the wall is Watson. Puck is loose for Gasol once again, and it's chipped in the left wing corner for Watson. Watson looks to hit the brakes, trying to drag one forward. She's pinned on the wall. Gasol going to fire one down. No icing, as Weaver could have played it, they say. And behind the net, Monk travels into the left wing corner. Going to slow it up for Cliff Dog. Claire Clifford, left wing circle. In the middle she goes. Hits DeBus here to the near side. Eloise across the blue line. Head of the net is Gravy. DeBus right side. Fires a shot. Blocker saved by Ellingson. Looking for Gravy on the juicy rebound. Picked back up in front of net. Firing a shot is Wallner. Saved by Ellingson once again. And blowing a tire is going to be Brattain. Loose change going to be Wallner, the recipient of the fortunate bounce. And Clifford, high slot, cuts back, fires a shot. Blocker saved by Ellingson once again. 8:40 to go. Wallner sends one down low for Jaboskova. Cyric picks it up. Coming in is going to be Wallner and Clifford. Clifford backing up now to the bottom of that left circle. Now heads out to the faceoff dot. Pinching in is Karami on the half wall. Wallner gets to it in a battle with Cyric. Helm's going to win that one as the puck slides out to the near side for Jaboskova. Keeping it pinned in is going to be the Sabres. Hitting the brakes is Jaboskova, right wing side. Clifford coming in on the defensive side of it. Finally pushed forward to Nemke, right point. Nemke fires a shot. Shot blocked by Watanabe. Loose change for Karami, left wing side. Covering D is going to be Wallner. Back in the corner, Karami going to work. Cuts back, sends one to the middle. Blocked by the Eagles, Brattain. Sent over here to the near side for Watanabe. He's going to dig one on the wall. Kept in by the Sabres once again. Clifford heads to the slot. We're going to get a penalty. Interference is going to be on JJ, I believe it is. At 7:54 to go here in the third. And that is the Sabres' fourth penalty of the game. At 7:54. One more penalty on the Sabres in this contest, and if you have a ticket to today's game, you get yourself a free crumble cookie. That coupon only good on Sundays. Your penalty kill unit out there now on this penalty kill is going to be Monaco and Stamp up front, Vasily and Schultz on D. It's a classic packaging PK. Classic packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Gwynn over here to the near side, pushing it forward to O'Brien. Met by Monaco. Monaco going to take the drop pass off of Gwynn. Monaco stuffing along the boards here, trying to drag out of there by Wisner. Far side for Gasol. A little too hot to handle for Gasol on the pass. Going to push it out of zone by Stamp. And the Eagles going to regroup. Here comes Gasol. Monaco forces a throw here to the near side to Gwynn. Gwynn goes back far side for Gasol. Looks to fire a shot. Saved by Monk as she flashes the leather with 1:27 to go on this classic packaging PK. 7:20 remaining here in the third period. Coach Murray goes for the line change. It'll be Watson and Clifford up front. It'll be DeBus and McIntosh on D with McIntosh and Clifford in the slot. Face off one to Krantz of the Eagles. Bouncing out to the point. Over to Cyric here to the near side. Met by Clifford. Back to the high slot. Krantz goes far side now for Connolly. Walking it in right face off. Dot doesn't like it. Backs it out. Watson lost her stick. Krantz fires a shot. Tie up in front is Watanabe. Cliff Dog came in as McIntosh and Watanabe were pushing and shoving. Cyric in the left wing corner. I heard from one of the fans here, they can't believe that wasn't called. It looks like Watson must have gotten her stick whacked out of her hands there. Down in the corner is going to be Wu. Out to the right side for Connolly. Broken up there by Watson. McIntosh tries to fire one. It's kept in by Krantz. Krantz D to Cyric. Cyric near side met by Clifford. Comes around to her forehand, sends it in the left wing corner. Cliff Dog doing a nice job of taking away that point pass. Puck's going to slide out to Krantz. Top of the left circle. Bounces over to the far side. Off the stick of Connolly. Met by McIntosh now. 37 seconds to go on that classic packaging PK. Broken up by McIntosh, but picked back up by Wu. Firing a shot. Shot blocked by Watson. Watson flips one forward. It's Kate Watson in a foot race against Krantz. Watson comes up. Krantz gets to it first. 6:18 to go here in the period. And Krantz going to slow up behind Ellingson, and the Eagles looking to regroup. Here comes Watson. Breaks out here to the near side. Wu goes cross ice and hits Connolly. Connolly heads towards the benches. Far side, walks it into Gasol. Met by Clifford. Gasol hangs on to it. Over to Wisner. Wisner comes in, fires a shot. Wide left of Monk. Rebound off the end boards of Clifford on the far side. Cliff Dog sends it out, intercepted by Gasol, and we are even strength. But here comes Gasol. High side, drops it off for Lieberger. Fires a shot, glove saved by Monk. Into the netting and out of play it goes at 5:46 to go here in the third. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. Your lineup out there now is going to be, make it left wing circle, folks, to the right of Monk's locker. It'll be Stamp and Silliman in the slot with Karami. Monaco on your draw and Nemke on the half wall. Monaco wins it into the left wing corner for Nemke. D pass to Karami. Karami up off the glass to Stamp. Out of the zone it goes, collected by Gasol. Silliman on the forecheck. Cross ice pass here for Gwynn. Met by Monaco. Cross ice to O'Brien. O'Brien in the middle for Liebecker against Nemke. Firing a shot over the net of Monk. She's going to smother it. Puck is still loose, and Monk falls on it now at 5:27. We'll get a whistle as that puck was fired over the net of Monk into the glass on the inboards. Coach Murray dials up the line change. It's a fresh 5 out there. It'll be Gravy along with Hale and Weaver. It'll be Sergeant Schultz in the right wing corner along with Vasily on the other defenseman. Kept in by Gasol. Picked up by Jonason. Over to Watanabe. Watanabe looking for the back door for Connolly. Boy, she would have had a good look if she would have connected on that pass. Watanabe tied up there by Weaver. Weaver here to the near side, getting on into Cinnamon. Puck slid forward by Vasily. Into the hands of Connolly. Goes out to the point for Gasol. Gasol met by Hale. Gasol fires a shot. Saved by Monk. No rebound given. As Aaron makes the save, as she was hit right in the face. Maybe a little below her face, but she caught it in the mask or possibly in the neck. But at 5:02, Aaron Monk shaking it off here in the third period. Let's take a brief break on the mic here, folks. All right, folks, Monk getting back on it. It's Wallner on your draw against Wu. Cliff Dog and Jaboskova in the slot. Face off 1 to Wisner. Here to the near side for Gwynn. Gwynn looking for the middle for Liebecker. Saved by Monk. Rebound into the hands of Wallner. Wallner and Jaboskova to Clifford. Clifford tried to chip one past Gasol. No go. Picked up by Wisner. Here to the near side. Headmans into the zone past Gwynn. Wu going in the left wing corner with McIntosh. McIntosh with body position. Leaves it for DeBus. DeBus slams over here to Cliff Dog. Cliff Dog chips one around Wisner. Up to Jaboskova, 1-on-1 in front of Gasol. Jaboskova, high slot, fires a shot. Shot blocked by Gasol. Wallner came in and Gasol slams one out of the zone. And it's going to be Wu on a breakaway. Here comes DeBus. Holy back checking. Broken up by DeBus. In the right wing corner for Gwynn. Far side met by Jaboskova. Out to the point for Krantz, who fires one into the left wing corner. Liebecker coming in against DeBus. DeBus going to pin her in, leaves it for Wallner. Wallner cuts back. Looks for Jaboskova all the way down to Ellingson, who's going to have to play it at 4:11 to go here in the period. Krantz coming up with a loose change. Here comes Sanderstrom along with Silliman and Kate Watson. Broken up by Nemke. Punched forward by Liebecker. Over the stick of Watson. Liebecker sends it to the left wing corner at 3:56. Liebecker hits the brakes. Here comes Silliman now. Out to the point. Nope, intercepted here by Kate Watson. Poke check by Jonason. Into the hands of Silliman. Back to Jonason, who's going to drop it off. Nope, she curls back around here to the near side. Jonason with speed in front of Nemke. Looks to fire a shot, blocked by Watson. Picked back up by Nemke to Watson. Watson going to throw one into the netting. It goes out of play at 3:35 to go here in period number 3. Sabres complete the line change. It's going to be Stamp and Weaver flanking Monaco. Blue liners are going to be Nemke and Karame. Weaver and Stamp head to the slot with Ava. Ava now switching places with Nemke. Face off one by Connolly. Out to the point for Gasol. Fires the shot. Saved by Monk. No rebound given. 3:29 to go. It'll be Karame on the half wall. And make that face off to the right wing circle now. Nemke makes her way to the half wall. Monaco in the slide in the draw. Stamp, Weaver, and Karame in a draw. Monaco wins it. Trying to drag it forward. Connolly tried to fire one. Tied up is going to be Karame. Monaco gets in front of O'Brien. Makes sure she doesn't get the shot on it. Here comes Weaver now. Weaver out of the zone it goes. Picked up by Wisner. Monaco harassing. Monaco going to get position on it. Body get loose. Coming in is Weaver on the defense side. Back to Monaco. Monaco goes down to one knee. Tied up behind the net for Weaver. Leaving it for Weaver. Weaver poke check loose by O'Brien. Out to the point it goes out of the zone for Karame, and the Sabres going to regroup. Jonason forced Karame to go to the near side. Weaver bashes one in. Off the stick of Wisner. Coming in is going to be Weaver. Karame gets tripped up here on the half wall. 3-on-2 battle. Out to Nemke. Nemke and Karame battling on along the boards. There's bodies laying all over the place, folks. Piling up on the interstate. Wallner on the back check now. Jonason comes in, blocked by Jaboskova. JJ bounces one past Gasol. Out to O'Brien, or Liebecker. Liebecker in front of Wallner. Wallner tried to line her up. Picked up by Gasol in the high slot. Goes far side for Wu, near side for Wu. Firing a shot, saved by Monk. 2:31 to go here in the period, and another offensive zone faceoff for the Eagles. And Coach Murray goes to the line change. Your lineup now, Wallner on your draw, and they are going to call timeout. Folks, the Eagles call timeout with 2:31. No timeout, he says. Not sure why not. We're going to get a whistle. No whistle, no timeout. It'll be Wu on your draw against Wallner. I'm not sure if it's because Wu entered the face-off circle before he got the timeout. Tipped by Liebecker in the right wing corner. Jaboskova coming in against Wu. Sergeant Schultz out there now, takes down Liebecker, no call. Down in the corner, Wu heads towards Monk, sliding through the blue paint. Picked up by Cliff Dog. Clifford on the half wall. Gwynn intercepting. Loose change collected by Wallner. Wallner over to Clifford. Clifford going to drag one out of his own past Krantz. Clifford with the inside position. Puck checked loose by Krantz, picked up by Liebecker. Makes a move around Wallner. Wallner got a piece of it. Right back inside the zone. In front of DeBus. Liebecker hangs on to it. Trying to center pass. Intercepted by DeBus. Up in the air it goes. Bouncing top of the left circle. Poke check by the Eagles. DeBus takes down Liebecker there. A little stick action there. Those two going at it. JJ going to fire one into the netting and out of play at $1:44. And now he should call a timeout. And we'll get the timeout now at 1:44 to go here in period number 3. This timeout brought to you by Tomatoes Bakery and Subs in Chicago, Illinois on Grand Avenue in May. Tomatoes Bakery and Subs. Our bread, your butter. Stop in and see Rosanna. Tell her I said hi, folks. Get yourself a sub sandwich, a loaf of Italian bread, some Sicilian pizza, a sfogliatelle, Italian cookies, maybe an apple turnover. Everything's good there, folks. Enjoy the timeout. Welcome back, folks. Coming out of the timeout. The Eagles have not pulled their netminder just yet. Gasol fires one off the face-off there and back out to the point met by Gravy. Gasol fires again. Shot blocked by Watson, who's going to send one to Ellingson, who's going to have to make the save. It's going to be Weaver on the forecheck. Center here to the right wing corner. Weaver with inside position on Wisner. Gets dumped off the puck. Coming in is going to be Gravy. We're going to get a penalty. And I'm not sure why they blew the whistle. Gravy had possession, so unless Weaver was going to the box, they shouldn't have blown the whistle because Gravy had possession of it and could have ran more off the clock. Wisner heads to the sin bin for roughing here in period number 3 with $1:24 to go, resulting in a Sabres power play. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef in Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef. You've tried the rest, now try the best. Stop in and see Jay, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Vasily fires from the high point. Saved by Ellingson with $1:10 to go here in the game. This game will end on a one-man advantage unless, of course, the Sabres score. Well, there's $1:46 remaining on that. It's going to be Wallner on your draw. Jaboskova and Clifford up front. Vasily stacked in the I formation behind Jaboskova. And DeBus is your right defenseman. Swinging into the umbrella, Vasily and the high point. Over here to the near side for DeBus. DeBus walking it down, out to the point for Vasily. Vasily back to DeBus. DeBus to Vasily. Vasily over to JJ. JJ back to DeBus. Vasily broken up by Connolly. It's going to be Connolly come trucking in left wing side. O'Brien in support. 3 Sabres head to it. Saved by Monk! Picked up by DeBus out to Wallner. Loose change for Cliff Dog. It's a 2-on-1. Clifford, high left side, comes in, toe drag across to JJ. JJ collects and fires a shot. Shot blocked by Connolly, up in the netting and out of play it goes with 34 seconds remaining on that play. There were 3 girls on that puck, leaving a girl wide open in front of the net, and Aaron Monk makes the save to keep this a 2-goal lead with 34 seconds remaining in this third period. It'll be Watson along with Gravy and Monaco up front. Karame and Nemke on D. Face-off won by Liebecker, met by Gravy, chipped out of the zone. They're going to clear it all the way down. It'll be Karame in a foot race with Gwynn behind Monk. Karame sends it over to Nemke. Nemke off her stick here to the near side. Gwynn harassing. Down low comes Watson. Out to the point. Broken up there by Gravy. Over to Karame. Karame to Monaco. Monaco to Watson. Watson in front of Gassot. Carries it wide left. Coming in Monaco for support. Monaco has the net. Knocked the firing. A shot is going to be Gravy. Ripped here to the near side for Nemke with 5 seconds to go. Nemke sends it to Monaco. Monaco ties it up the right circle. Picked up by Watson. And that sound is the end of the game. Your final score here from John R. Sumner Arena. The Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 3 and the Culver Academy Eagles 1. As we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies recap for the visiting Culver Academy Eagles. The penalties on Liebecker, roughing in the first at 5:22. Watanabe tripping in the first at 1:56. And Wisner roughing in the third at $1:24. The lone goal scored by Watanabe at 14:33 in period number 1. For your home team and victorious Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Penalties on Madrid Sanderstrom tripping in the first at 13:09. Ava Karame interference in the second at 2:23. Mackenzie Silliman tripping in the third at 15:36. And Julie Jaboskova interference in the third at 7:54. Goals scored by number 11. Claire Clifford assisted by Julie Jaboskova and Ava Karame at 7:31 in the first period. Your game winner with 4 seconds to go in period number 1 on the power play. Sophia Monaco assisted by Kate Watson and Mackenzie Gravy. Rounding out your scoring, Savannah Stamp assisted by Madigan Nemke and Mackenzie Silliman at 8:16 in period number 2. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching this weekend. As we take a look at the seniors over by their pictures, let's get rid of the thank you graphic here real quick. And we're going to zoom in on the seniors down there. Madigan Nemke, Eloisa Buss, Maggie Wallander, Mackenzie Silliman. And I believe that's Max Sunderbrook. And one more, Sergeant Schultz, maybe? But they get to look at their senior pictures hanging on the wall over there, folks, around the right wing half wall in the far corner. In a senior weekend here, fall or winter family weekend, here making some parents out there coming out to enjoy the festivities. So, as we wrap things up here in Faribault for this weekend, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the broadcasts. We will see you next weekend all the way out in the nation's capital as the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 19U squad heads to D.C. In other action around the Monaco mob, you'll have the 16U Shattuck St. Mary squad right back here in Faribault against the Madison Capitals. And Rocky and his band of misfits, the Chicago Phantoms, head down to the Sunshine State as they head to Fort Lauderdale for the weekend tournament. Once again, safe travels to everybody home. Thanks for watching this weekend, and we will see you soon. And as we sign off for the evening or the day, good night, Minnesota Liquors, Grandma, wherever you are.